From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Renault Kwid. Powered by Boeing, Siska Wires and Cables, and Kamla Pasand.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. Two kinds of people are groveling today. One, predictably, the Pakistanis who are going around saying that they want to de-escalate. They want to de-escalate, they said. These people say they want to de-escalate. Today on the program, I'll tell you why we should never believe them and why we will never believe them, at least not here at the Republic Media Network. We don't believe the Pakistanis, and I'm sure that the government of India won't. We must not de-escalate. Secondly, the other bunch of people who are very worried today, also predictably, are Pakistan supporters in India. Completely on Pakistan's side. They are hoping, praying, lobbying, and tweeting. And you can find out who's tweeting. They're saying we must not do anything with Pakistan. Imran Khan is great. He's statesman-like. What a gesture. Look, they're releasing Wing Commander Abhinandan. One journalist even, I don't know where they are from, I'm so embarrassed to talk about this journalist, even asked the Air Force Marshal, Air Marshal today, who was at the press conference 6 o'clock, are we grateful that Abhinandan is being returned? That person knows nothing about the Geneva Conventions at all. They say we should be grateful to the Pakistanis that they're returning our wing commander. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, we must trust neither. We must not trust the Pakistanis and we must not trust their Indian supporters who are actually worse than the Pakistanis, because each time that we have let off the Pakistanis with a warning, they have gone and backstabbed us. And tonight, I will prove how the Pakistanis and their terror agents try to create a situation to make India, who is the victim of terrorism, look like the aggressor. Please analyze this, viewers. I'll repeat what I just said. Identify the Indians today who are doing everything to make India, and we are the victims of terrorism, look like the aggressor. The same bunch of people, as far as Pakistan are concerned, and I seriously doubt that they are on Pakistan's rolls, that they are paid off by Pakistan, maybe in kind or other ways. As far as Pakistan, which has not moved an inch since 26/11, which is the most duplicitous, hypocritical, terror-sponsoring nation, this group of Indians makes Pakistan look like the victim and the nice guy. Just watch the language, and they all speak each other's language. But this is a very dangerous game, and I'm sorry to say this, that there are a bunch of Indians who are part of this game. I doubt them. We must all, tonight, need to come together, all of us, to call them out. We are the victims. We are not the aggressor. If a bunch of Indians is on Pakistan's side, we must call them out. We have two big debates today, viewers. I have a really packed show for you this evening, and our first debate and second debate in a way are linked to the developments of the day. Two big stories, viewers. Pakistan has targeted our bases. It is time for #final strike. Our position is clear. We must not relent. We choose our timing, but there has to be a #final strike. At 10 p.m. tonight, there is a F-16 part which blasts Pakistan's lie. And we broke that story at 4 o'clock today. I'll tell you why the AMRAAM missile story blasts Pakistan's F-16 lie. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on The Debate tonight. A historic win for India. Pakistan crumbles, says will return Wing Commander Abhinandan.
He has targeted our military installations. As I mentioned, he's targeted military targets. And therefore, the escalation has actually been done by him. So we are prepared, as I told you.
Forces expose liars from ISI. Pakistan targeted military bases on Indian soil.
there is enough evidence to show that F-16s were used in this mission. Also, parts of AMRAAM air-to-air missile, which is carried only on the Pakistan F-16, was recovered east of Rajouri.
Like the Pakistani lie is scattered like that F-16 wreckage, India parades missile proof for Imran Khan. And watch how we chase their jet away. The Indian Air Force shows how it is done.
और आज जो उनके 14 जहाज आए, जिस दिन जब्बा में गालबन अजहर साहब का मदरसा बेहतर बताएंगे, यहाँ बैठे हैं, मदरसा तालीमुल कुरान एक है जरूर है, लेकिन वो ना होने के बराबर है.
And for those who ask for proof, hear it today on Republic from Pakistan. The Pakistani minister says the Masood Azhar camp was hit. Ceasefire violation continues as we debate as the time come now for a final strike. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan tried playing a dirty and dangerous psychological game by releasing videos of Wing Commander Abhinandan. But relentless Indian pressure and an unwavering position from Prime Minister Narendra Modi has forced them to ensure that he is returned within 24 hours. Tonight, their attempt to hide the truth about targeting our military bases stands exposed. Has the time now come for the final strike? We believe it has. Let's debate.
On the debate tonight, it's time for the final strike on Pakistan. Moments before the Indian Air Force shot down Pakistan's F-16 and reduced it to wreckage, watch how we chased Pakistan that tried targeting our defense installations with missiles. Seen in this video, the chase. Their plan to target our military bases thwarted. The proof is with India.
Pakistan claimed that they intentionally dropped weapons in open space where there was no human presence or military posts. The fact is that Pakistan Air Force aircraft targeted military installations. However, they were intercepted by IAF fighter aircraft which thwarted their plans.
Pakistan's de-escalation claim has been demolished by the army.
He has targeted our military installations. As I mentioned, he's targeted military targets. And therefore, the escalation has actually been done by him. So we are prepared, as I told you. We are ready. If he provokes us any further, we are prepared for any contingency that is given us.
And the resolve to destroy terror stronger than ever before.
हमारा लड़ाई जो है काउंटर टेररिज्म, हमारा लड़ाई जो है टेररिज्म के साथ है. तो जब तक पाकिस्तान जो है इसको इस तरह से सपोर्ट करता रहेगा, हम उनके जितने भी टेररिस्ट कैंप और जितने भी उसके ट्रेनिंग एरियाज हैं उनको हम टारगेट करने के लिए तैयार हैं.
Forces are ready, and here's the message they send as one to the enemy.
IAF remains ever vigilant, ready and committed to take on any eventuality.
I wish to assure the nation that we are fully prepared and in a heightened state of readiness to respond to any provocation by Pakistan, and will continue to act against agencies who harbor inimical designs against India and the citizens of our country. Jai Hind.
The Indian Navy is deployed in a high state of readiness and remains poised in all three dimensions: on surface, undersea, and in air to deter, prevent, and defeat any misadventure by Pakistan in the maritime domain. We stand as one with the Army and Air Force to ensure the safety and security of our nation and our citizens. Jai Hind.
Let's debate.
And viewers, tonight, using the hashtag Final Strike, I want you to participate on my debate. And I would like to start by just making a couple of opening remarks. I first want to say that we have got Pakistan down to its knees, diplomatically and militarily. It is not my problem that the Pakistan lovers in India are having a problem with it. I don't give a damn for the Pakistan lovers. But when we have got Pakistan down to its knees, diplomatically and militarily, it is in national interest that we deliver the final knockout punch. It is in national interest that we end anti-India terror once and for all. For those people who, without going into details on a matter, want to talk about restraint, India be restrained. Has Pakistan ever been restrained? Will Pakistan ever be restrained? History is witness to the cyclical nature of Pakistan and their backbiting nature. Every time, and I say so to people who give us advice on restraint, every time these Pakis go down on their knees pleading with India, it is followed by backbiting. Now listen to me, Razak, let me complete my opening remarks. We have a muscularity of intent in our forces. We are not here to be restrained anymore. We have the upper hand today because we have clinically proven how Pakistan was the aggressor. The 3 service officers made it clear today our military targets our military was targeted. Today we have proof that Pakistan has itself admitted in the assembly that India has struck the Masood Azhar camp. You saw the Pakistani minister. So this is the time to go for the jugular. And I think anyone today who is speaking Pakistan's line by saying restraint should ask themselves why are they so nervous.
Today, Arnab,
I'll tell you why they are so nervous and I'll close my remarks after that.
He's becoming a Pakistan
I'll tell you this, Razak, let me complete my opening remarks. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds, Razak. I need to make an opening remark so I can ask the viewers whether I can ask. Let me complete my opening remarks and then viewers, I will take a step back. But I want you to decide whether you're on my side or on the side of people who, without knowing the facts, are saying that more Indian blood should be spilled, more Indian soldiers should die. I will never in my life trust a Pakistani. Say whatever, call me intolerant, a right-winger. I will never trust a Pakistani in my life. Their track record does not allow me to do that. Which is why today, it is our responsibility to support the hashtag Final Strike. There is a bunch of Indians, and last comment, Arisen, I'll start with you, is some Indians, and viewers, I put out a statutory warning about them. Some Indians want to make Pakistan look like the good guy and India the bad guy. These Indians have such a short memory. They want you to forget Pulwama. They want you to forget the 40 soldiers who were killed. They want you to forget everything that happened after that. They want you to forget the funerals. They want you to forget the final march. They want you to forget the image of the Prime Minister of India circling around the coffins of 40 of our braves. They want you to forget. They want you to forget everything. They want you to forget everything. They just want you to carry on like it never happened. They want it to be back to business as usual. Please don't disturb. I want to speak to the viewers today. I will speak. I will speak. I will speak. Viewers, I present to you a choice today. This people, this group out there has been running a business in the name of Aman Ki Asha kind of stuff. I don't trust them, viewers. They want to go back to business as usual. They want you to forget everything that has happened in this country for the last 2 weeks, and they want to carry on and pretend it never happened. I can't do that. I can't pretend Pulwama didn't happen. I can't pretend 26/11 didn't happen. I can't pretend the Mumbai strikes didn't happen. I cannot pretend that I felt nothing each time my country was hit. I have no interest in this. This group of people has a strong vested interest in this. They question me. They question people like Gaurav Arya and me. They question our intent. They ask us to be restrained. Do they know the complexity of the threat that faces this country? Will any of them, and I ask you, Gaurav, today, will any of these people who preach to us take the responsibility that the enemy nation will not strike again? No. For a while, they want business as usual. And I'll tell you why they want business as usual. Because, Gaurav, and I'm ashamed to say this, lots of people in the media fraternity have big business with Pakistan.
Okay.
They're in that circuit. They would love things to go back to normal. Now there is a new normal. In the new normal. No, I'm telling you, it's your business to be in a Litfest circuit, your business to sell movies, your business to go for seminars, your business to preach in the name of Indo-Pak peace, your business to travel to the US. But in the hearts of the people of this country, in the hearts of the people of this country, the global momentum is with us. We feel a certain way. We want a final strike. There has to be a final strike. And you, Razak, should also think why it is time for a final strike. They will stop me. I'm willing to speak non-stop today. Razak, we have the proof today. We have the will today. We have the intent today, and we have the strength today. Why do you want to hold us back?
You have business interests with Pakistan. It is Shaurya Doval, son of our National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval, Gemini Financial Services, partnership with Syed Abbas Ali, a Pakistani enemy nation. You should expose these people.
Should be our endeavor. This shouting match, words of hatred for Narendra Modi ji are not striking a chord with the people of the country, Arnab.
It is the same. Gaurav Bhai.
Can I come in, Arnab, please? I don't want a shouting match. I have to. Abdul Razak ji, you got to hear also. I don't think there needs to be any debate tonight. At least we should be on the same page. That's an assumption, because I believe that every Indian today is proud of Narendra Modi ji and the government and the armed forces. Now let's talk one by one. I'll give you a few points. You counter it with some sense and logic. Don't shout over me, please. There is no reason to shout over me.
Only the BJP.
Please hear me out. You are getting exposed with each word that you speak, because viewers can see how shallow you are. Arnab, 2-3 points to make. Please ask him to be quiet. He'll keep on heckling and shouting without any point to make.
BJP which is milking the situation.
Okay. Arnab, very rightly you said one thing. You said Aman ki Asha. पाकिस्तान नहीं समझता अमन की आशा, पाकिस्तान केवल समझता है स्ट्राइक की भाषा. And that is why your hashtag is right, final strike. Today is a very important day for India. And we have seen how good diplomacy, how a strong government and a brave army and air force can actually teach a lesson to Pakistan. It's Majboor Bharat versus Majboor Pakistan. And I feel that somewhere diplomatically we have isolated Pakistan. Pakistan today is scared of India. And that is why, left with no option, they are agreeing to what we have asked them to do. My second point is, These people say give credit to Imran Khan, like Khushbu Sundar, Navjot Singh Sidhu. They do not even have the heart to once acknowledge that it is the efforts of the government and Narendra Modi ji also that diplomatically we have created such immense pressure on Pakistan that they were left with no option.
Bring it down.
Why wasn't an all-party meeting?
You know, Pakistan, Arnab,
Who is doing
Pakistan, a country which does not even conform to the Geneva Convention to inform India about, you know, the brave soldier Abhinandan. Why would it decide to, you know, return him to India? It is only because of the pressure that we have created. Now, today it's shameful that the opposition parties, look at what Mamata Banerjee is saying. You know what Mamata Banerjee has said? Mamata Banerjee has said, give us the proof. The same way, please, Abdul Razak, you know what your problem is? You are a very shallow speaker. You have no substance, nothing to say. You want to echo the voice.
No, I repeat. No. One second. Everyone on air. I had an audio problem, that's why I went off for 5 minutes. One minute. Can I have everyone on the screen, please? 1 minute. One minute. Gaurav Bhatia, 1 minute. Please wait. There are others on the panel.
Yes.
I am not saying, Sushant Sareen, that is a final strike because I'm a bloodthirsty gladiator, you know, who just wants vengeance. I am saying it's a final strike because of various logical reasons, which the Pakistan lovers don't get, Sushant. One, we have pictures of the missile that Pakistan tried to use. Secondly, there are videos of how F-16 tried to infringe on our soil only to be hit back. Thirdly, they have been violating the ceasefire endlessly. Fourthly, they carried out an aggression on our military targets. There is a logic behind it. Those who are without thought asking for a de-escalation are trying to make us look like we violated the rules. Sushant, it beats me how people can be so stupid. They are making Pakistan the good guy and India the bad guy in this. And unfortunately, some of these are Indians.
Listen, why does it surprise you? Please tell me something. When was the last time you saw this so-called liberal, so-called secular elite ever trend
it's a welcome step now. The Pakistan is discussing the situation.
When did you see them? When did you see them ever start trending that they, Pakistani export of terrorism needs to stop? I don't know who this guy is who's interfering unnecessarily. I was keeping quiet and listening. I don't know why people are so much in love with their voice. But I've never understood why some of these fellows are such apologists for terrorists, why they are such apologists for an enemy country. And clearly, even though today when the Pakistanis announced that they're going to release the wing commander, it was not because out of goodness of their heart. It was because they felt themselves boxed into a corner. They were not getting any international support. And they were being told that, listen, behave slightly civilized and release the man after the kind of treatment you had meted out to him after picking him up. You have to release this guy. In any case, they could not have kept him indefinitely. So they had to release him. And now they are doing this virtue signaling by, saying that we are going to send him back tomorrow. They could not have kept him indefinitely. Number one. Number two, this whole business that let us de-escalate. The point is, the escalation wasn't because a plane of ours was shot down and unfortunately a pilot was found in Pakistani custody. The escalation was because the country had decided that after 30 years of relentless terrorism from Pakistan, enough is enough and we are not taking it anymore. We are going to call their bluff. This kind of nuclear blackmail which the Pakistanis have always indulged in, it's not going to be acceptable anymore. We are going to push the envelope, and that is what we did. Now, having done that, having put them under pressure, having shaken them up, having made them really on their guard, having unsettled them, to de-escalate. I'm not saying it is necessary for us to escalate. That is something that the armed forces and the government have to decide. I am no one to advise them on that. But to de-escalate at this point in time would mean to release the pressure which has been built up. So at the military level, we need to keep the pressure on them so that they keep wondering and keep guessing where we are going to hit them next in the case they carry out any kind of adventurism against us. Incidentally, they have given us a casus belli. They've given us a casus belli by attacking military targets. The fact that they claim that they just dropped these very expensive munition on empty ground is utter nonsense. They tried to target military targets, they were foiled. So that clearly is something which we now can use to attack them at will whenever we want to. But more importantly, the kinetics of the operation is only one part of it. I think there is a whole lot of other things we need to do to fix these fellows.
You know, this group of illiterates, complete illiterates actually, Sushant, and I don't ever use strong language, but I must say today that even calling them illiterate, stupid or anti-national is an understatement, but I must use some straight talk today. I was looking at things today, RSN and Sundar,
Arnab,
of course I will
just
come
add
to you
one more
because
thing.
I always
Arnab,
give more time to people who disagree with me.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes. Yes.
You know,
please do.
See, you know, V.S. Naipaul, the Nobel laureate, had described Pakistan as a criminal enterprise. You know, and today in the afternoon, before Imran Khan came out and made the statement, that other fellow Shah Mahmood Qureshi, so-called, you know, legatee of the Sufi saints, he tried to actually blackmail us that we will hold negotiations with you. He was behaving like a kidnapper with a hostage. I think the government took a very firm stand and said that, listen, we are not going to succumb to your blackmail.
I'll tell you
you cannot accept any kind of negotiation from us. We are not going to pay you any ransom. I think that is what shook them up also.
You are correct, Sushant. Sushant, you are correct. And I want to just rewind to 2008 for a minute. You know, I've seen some people saying, you know, we must be restrained or not be restrained, pull yourself back, don't question Pakistan, let's have peace, let's have peace, let's have peace. Mr. Vishweshwar Rao, I don't like an audio disturbance when I'm speaking and you're not exactly, you know, pleasant to my ears right now. Please hear me, hear me. Mr. Rao, okay, Mr. Rao, what do you want? Mr. Rao, you want a negotiation or a discussion? You want discussion with Pakistan on how to solve the problem of terrorism?
When have we not had negotiations and discussions?
Okay, he wants a...
The whole world is...
RSN, go in. I'll come in later. I'll come in a bit.
Gentlemen, please explain to me what is the contentious issue between India and Pakistan?
We're talking about a final strike.
अरे ये बताइए ना किस चीज का झगड़ा है?
Why the whole world is talking about?
Negotiations or talks are held only when there is a contentious issue or an issue at dispute. The problem is, it is a one-sided affair that is waging a proxy war by Pakistan.
He's talking about a dialogue.
So what do we talk? What nonsense you are talking? And secondly,
talk about a dialogue. Why do you want to escalate this?
Dr. Rao, did you hear the foreign secretary? Did you hear the foreign secretary? You are a professor.
And you are talking about a
Dr. Rao, did you hear the foreign secretary? What did he say?
We want harmony.
He said that we have carried out.
India is growing economically and we must become
stronger. Do you talk like this to your students also?
We have sent a lot of sanctions against Pakistan. Pakistan is suffering.
I think you have to respond.
That is why
Did you hear the foreign secretary? What did he say? He said that we have carried out a preemptive strike. What preemptive strike means? That if we had not attacked, there were several attacks being planned against us.
Let us talk about reconciliation. Let us talk about a dialogue.
The second point is what Arnab brought out. You have forgotten 1989. You have forgotten the kidnapping of Rubia. You have forgotten the coming of global jihad. You have forgotten the exodus of Hindus. You have forgotten. You have forgotten the Kargil war. You have forgotten 26/11. You have forgotten Pathankot. You have forgotten the attack on Parliament.
No, it's not only that which you have forgotten. I'll tell you. What's Arison, if I may. If I may. Okay, Mr. Rao, don't be emotional about Pakistan.
We are not condemned to suffer Pakistan forever.
Just a minute.
You may be condemned, not me and my countrymen. You may be condemned to suffer Pakistan, not me and my countrymen.
Yes, I will present an...
Let us not play a divisive role. Let us play a positive role. The role of the media should play a positive role. You must analyze what happened in the last 24 hours.
Open ourselves to further
24 hours, the Pakistan has sent a positive signal.
Will you go and save the country?
In the last 24 hours, Pakistan has sent a signal of development and change.
You are the
They have
proxies.
changed the narrative
You
in the last
are the
24 hours.
proxies. And
In the last
without
24 hours,
proxies like
Pakistan has
you,
changed
proxy war
the narrative.
would not have
Why did
continued
Pakistan
for so long?
convene the joint
I'm
parliamentary
ashamed.
session? In the joint parliamentary session, they are talking about peace. Imran Khan is appealing.
Like you.
Let us negotiate.
In the garb of
Let us have a dialogue. Yeah,
in the
it's a
garb of
goodwill
journalists.
gesture.
In the garb of politicians.
Activists.
In the garb of activists. In the garb of lawyers. Shame on you.
As a citizen of
Shame
this
on
country,
you.
I have a
And
right to say what I want to say. Majority of the people of this country do not want a war. They want peace. They want dialogue. They want economic development. They want poverty to be eliminated.
Today I suggest.
These are the issues of
Today
Pakistan
I
and
suggest
India.
you keep
That's
shut.
how we should go about doing it. That's how we should
Don't
go
try
about
and
doing
challenge
it.
the resolve of the nation.
Let us not talk about revenge politics.
That's the right word. That's the right word. One second. What is an attempt here?
That narrative has to change now.
Thank you. I take over at this point, and I want to Arison, if I may. I want to speak once again to my dear viewers, and if I may, if you know, sometimes people like to. Sushant, I was just hoping that somewhere in the middle people want to hear my voice. Everyone can be on the screen. I just sometimes suspect. I just begun to suspect that occasionally people now want to hear me also in the debate. Because with the aggression on the debate nowadays, I completely take a back seat. Now, can I please, with everyone's permission, say one small word here today? And I will come to you, Sushant. You're my senior, but I don't want to interrupt.
For your permission
I never interrupt.
Question,
but I will.
For your permission to ask you one question. Just by an ear or I'm just asking you a question, then you can answer that also.
I know what you'll ask.
Arnab, I want to respond to Mr.
No, I just want to. I just want to understand. Do you call people like Mr. Rao to torture your guests, to torture your audience, or just to torture everybody? I just want to know, because we've tried dialogue, we've tried peace,
to you very candidly?
We've been slapped time and again, we have been stabbed in our back time and again. Why, when will we wake up to the reality?
It is not a pro-Pakistani. Oh, come on, we got independence by
how many votes do you get, Mr. Rao?
We need to be positive. We need to reciprocate.
How many votes do you
get?
get?
To reciprocate.
How many votes have you got ever that you speak for the people? Who has given you the right to speak for the people?
We have to respond positively.
Who has given you the right to speak for the people? Are you an elected man?
Citizen of this country.
How many votes do you get? You will not get a Resident Welfare Association election.
Before were you speaking?
You will not win the election of your student council. What are you talking about?
I'm only saying, let us have peace.
Yeah, of course you're a citizen of the country, but unfortunately we have saddled with citizens like you who keep touching. When have we not had a dialogue? When have we not had a dialogue? What has been the result of every dialogue with Pakistan? Why you want to live in cuckoo land? You want to live in cuckoo land? People like you are the kind of people who used to say Chairman Mao is our chairman. What kind of people are you?
Destroyed.
When have you been loyal? You are the kind of people who used to swear by Stalin and Lenin and not by Gandhi. Now suddenly you are remembering Gandhi.
Sushant, may I now have your permission, sir?
When were you with Gandhi?
May I have your permission, sir? First of all, Sushant, may I have your permission, please? Gaurav has not spoken, General Dayal has not spoken, Garga has not spoken, Sundar has not spoken, which is all very unusual. I want you to, Sushant, please. I just wanted to say one thing today, that you asked me why I get people of a certain thought process. I want to tell you, Sushant, that Unfortunately, in this country, there are a lot of people today batting for Pakistan, and you and I and Gaurav and nobody can pretend that they don't exist. It bothers me, it bothers you. I can't black them out. I can't black out the Caravan magazine which says that the caste of our soldiers must be analysed. I can't black out people who are saying Imran Khan is the greatest statesman. I will not black them out, but I will ask a counter question, and here's my question. And here's my question. Here's my question. Here's my question. My question is to Sundar.
He's making statement like a statesman.
Okay, my question is to Sundar.
Yeah.
Sundar and Garga on the debate, please, and with RSN and General. My question is this. You know, I have been analysing Pakistan, and here is the statement of the Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi. I will now read it. In a televised address, Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said that Pakistan wanted good relations with India, and that now is not the time for a blame game, taunts and finger point. He went on to say that the government of Pakistan has offered a joint investigative mechanism and a joint commission to India. We, the people of Pakistan, are ready to go to the depth of this issue, and we are ready to compose a team that could help you. Now, what I want to add to this statement, viewers, is that you may mistake this statement for the statement that Shah Mahmood Qureshi has given in the aftermath of the Pulwama attack, the Indian airstrikes and the PAF intrusion. This statement, however, viewers, is a statement of the same man from December 2nd, 2008, 1 week after 26/11. When 166 of our soldiers, of our citizens were killed. Which means 11 years back he spoke this language, and 11 years back, the same lobby said de-escalate, 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 de-escalate. They said, Pakistan, good guys, see, they are willing to talk to you. They are willing to have a joint investigation with you. Look at this civilized man with the Lahore meets Lancaster accent, Shah Mahmood Qureshi. He wants to talk to you. And now I want to tell you one more example. Another statement, 2006, when a series of bombs ripped through Mumbai's local trains, what happened then? This is what Pakistan said. Terming the bomb blast that in India's Mumbai trains that killed over 100 people as a despicable act of terrorism, Pakistan President Pervez Musharraf and Prime Minister Shaukat Aziz said, Pakistan strongly condemns the series of bomb blasts on commuter trains in Mumbai. This despicable act of terrorism has resulted in the loss of a large number of precious lives. Terrorism is the bane of our times. It must be condemned, rejected and countered effectively and comprehensively. We will stand and work with India towards solving the problem. At that time also, same lobby came out and said, Pakistan is so nice. They want to investigate this matter. They want to talk peace. You are the bloodthirsty Indian people. One minute. You are the bloodthirsty Indian people. The Pakistanis are lovely people.
No.
They're very nice to us when we go to Pakistan. The point is, you first behead our soldiers, Gaurav, and then you want to talk peace. I want to give you one last example, then I'll keep shut. In January 2013, Pakistanis beheaded Indian soldiers, right? I want to tell you, Pakistani Foreign Minister Hina Rabbani Khan told the Associated Press she was unpleasantly surprised by India's accusations and we must allay fears of a escalation. She went on to say the people of Pakistan have demonstrated deep abiding commitment. We are willing to investigate this matter and work together with the Indians. The problem is, what did they do post Uri also? Now answer me. I want each of the hypocrites to come out there from their Twitter holes. After Uri, Sundar, these peace lovers, the Candy Floss Brigade, the Biryani Circuit, what did they say after Uri? They said, Pakistan has always fought terrorism as a moral obligation and we want regional peace and stability and prosperity according to Nawaz Sharif. You know, they say you can fool a person once, twice, but you cannot fool the people all the time.
We are being fooled for last 30 years.
Given 4
last
examples.
30 years.
Now I say,
Pakistan is abating, aiding, and this all terrorism is from Pakistan. This is a war. It's a war. India is fighting this war for 30 years.
No, what I'm saying is,
now we have got a
Dayal,
chance. We have first time taken the war across the border into his territory. Noose is around his neck. Now if you let him slip, your next generation will suffer. And not only next generation, if you let it do this go now, after 4 to 5 months, when there's
what
peace
should Modi do? Yes.
Peace in Afghanistan,
well said.
Jammu and Kashmir will bleed. Let me tell you, if our objective of the nation and the armed forces were directed to restore peace in J&K and throw away terrorism from India, then this is the time. We have just started it. And in this war, Arnab, let me tell you, in this war, there will be many ups and downs.
Okay,
we lost, a pilot is being returned. Thank you. We all celebrated. But the war has to start from here and continue.
No.
Anybody who calls it as anything, de-escalation, nonsense.
General Dayal, 1 minute. The point I made here, Sundar, is the same modus operandi these Pakis use every time.
They get out of the news.
So they carry out the terrorist attack. Then after the terrorist attack, they say they want peace. And then they let out their group of people. They have a lobby in India, no? You know, Sundar, they have a lobby in India. And their lobby starts speaking on their behalf.
Yeah,
Sundar, we will, you know what we'll do?
Yeah, if you stop,
we will systematically crush this lobby. No, we will crush the lobby.
We will not let anybody go back from this stance. It will be the greatest disrespect to your generation.
I think you need to moderate the debate.
Thanks very much. No, that's
you need to moderate the debate, Arnab.
My question is, we will not moderate our position. We will not moderate our stand with Pakistan. No, you may want it to happen. No, you may want a moderation with Pakistan, but we won't, because I've just exposed our Pakistan.
Why are you unnecessarily putting words into my mouth, Arnab? Please listen to me. Arnab, I want to ask you, final strike means what? War you want?
Final strike.
I am saying that we should destroy each and every terrorist camps. We should see that we should get the Hafiz type of guys here, and we should destroy each and every terror camps there until such time. No negotiations. Are you going to allow me to talk, or you are going to just allow the talk to be
decided by the armed forces?
Are you going to make?
Don't you have faith in the armed forces?
Sir, may I just make a point, please, here, sir?
No.
Yes, sir. I have not spoken. I would just request everybody's indulgence.
Mr. Gaurav, please allow me to talk.
30 seconds, sir, please. With your permission,
no, I didn't even end my debate. I didn't even end, Gaurav.
All right, sir.
I have not
spoken. Please end your debate, sir, then I will start.
The moment when I start speaking, you people have stopped. Okay, I will not. मेरा थोड़ा तो सुनिए सर, मैं बात भी चालू नहीं किया, आप दबा रहे हो. थोड़ा please. See, let me tell you one thing. My point is, I am in for, finishing the complete terror dens there. You have to go whole hog, go do as many surgical strikes as possible, clear the complete terror camps. And another thing is, don't buckle to the knees of Imran Khan. And what you should do is, you should not get into any negotiation till such time the type of.
What about the Pakistan apologists?
You ask them, Arnab. You ask them. I am saying I am not for war. I am not for war.
No,
why should the civilians be affected? I am saying.
No, 1 second.
I am saying no war. I am saying clear the terror dens. I am saying. What is wrong in that?
Can I speak now, sir?
Gaurav, you speak.
Can I speak now, sir?
Another thing is,
I was decent enough, sir, to stop when you told me to stop.
No, I have not.
Now I am requesting you to stop and let me speak. Sir, ऐसा है, सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए, sir. When you said, why should civilians suffer? Sir, please tell me, in 26/11, who suffered? Number one. When the 1993 Mumbai bomb blast took place, who suffered? Number three. Are Delhi, Bombay, Pathankot in Kashmir? They are not. It is civilians who are suffering. Number two. Dr. Rao made a point saying that...
Garga is on the debate. After you speak, sir, go on.
Yeah. Dr. Rao made a point that, we should have negotiations with Pakistan. Of course, even I support negotiations. But all I want to say is that when you sit down with Pakistan to negotiate, You must break every bone in their body so they understand our point of view and believe us and then do what we tell them. What is the point of getting into a negotiation where you fail? You've been failing in negotiations for 60 years, 70 years with Pakistan. Come on, bring them to the table all broken and then let us negotiate.
Yes, Garga.
Yes, Garga Sahab, aap boliye, please.
I would like to make a couple of brief points. What has happened today, and actually is very unfortunate, since the Shimla agreement of the 70s, where India had an upper hand in making the Kashmir issue or Indo-Pak issues into bilateral issues, today Donald Trump has said that he has solved this problem and India has not protested. We have internationalized the issue. It's a shame, number one. Number two, after
Garga, hold on.
Now we
Donald Trump, suniye, 1 minute.
Joke.
You are taking a fool seriously. There is something wrong with you, sir. Nobody takes Donald Trump seriously. He gets up at night at 3:30 and starts tweeting. Please.
What is all this? We will give dossier only.
Please. Don't quote Donald Trump. Don't quote Donald Trump.
We will
tomorrow Wing Commander Abhinandan is coming back. That is a major victory. I want to address all the apologists of Pakistan. Please, I want to tell all the apologists of Pakistan in this country, whether they are journalists, whether they are lawyers, whether they work for an NGO. Remember, 1947 Pakistan attacked us. It attacked us in 65. It attacked us on 2nd of December 1971. Pakistan attacked us in Kargil. It attacked us in 26/11 in Mumbai. It attacked us again in Mumbai in 1993. It attacked us in Delhi. Pakistan has been attacking us for the past 70 years. When will you wake up? Come on. Imran Khan makes one speech in Parliament and all of you think that he's gone. This man is under the thumb of the Pakistan army. Please don't believe him.
This government can only give dossier.
Arison.
Shame on the Prime Minister.
His point is that this entire business.
Please
let me come in, Arnab.
By India. Is because of, Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, it is much larger than that.
Go to Bhatia.
Do you have any shame? Hello, India.
Arnab, what could be more shameful that they hate Narendra Modi ji and they are in love with Imran Khan.
Is it a joke?
And Arnab, look at the audacity of this Garga Chatterjee.
I'll tell you one thing.
Do you know what?
I'll tell you one thing. Garga, whatever you are. One second. No, I've said this enough. I've heard this enough. I'll say something now. Hello, you, Garga, listen to me. Garga, listen to me. Garga, listen to me. Stop your Jack and Jill show. Just be quiet for a while. This is not your nursery school. Now listen to me, Garga. Listen to me. Listen to me when I speak. I heard you. Now be absolutely. I want pin drop silence from you when I speak. I want pin drop silence from you when I speak. I want pin drop silence, Garga, when I speak. And now I'll say something. I want to speak directly to the audience. Viewers, this man Garga says that shame, look at how Abhinandan was caught. You know something. And if you speak once, then I'll have to speak over you. I am so proud of Wing Commander Abhinandan.
Please speak over me. You will not hear
because I don't know any other. Silence, please, sir. I need silence. I want to tell the producers, I need silence. I want to say something. 1 second, sir. Sir, I have something to share. Sir, I have some information to share. I want to share something today, sir. What Wing Commander Abhinandan has done is nothing short of magical. I don't know of any other hero who can sit in the cockpit of a 1960s MiG-21 Bison and have that precision, that accuracy, that courage and the presence of mind to bring down a Pakistani F-16.
Enter into their whole
and I say this, the man is not an air warrior, he's a warrior for all of India. That man is a military genius. I salute him on my show, and I swear that when when Wing Commander Abhinandan comes back, the country will give him a reception that he deserves. So I will not have you, Garga, say, you know, he was captured. He was not. He brought down an F-16. Okay? You know what bringing down an F-16 is? I can't even imagine. That also with a MiG-21. And when you do that, don't you do this again? Don't you say that again? No, Karga, no, absolutely not. No, I won't let you. I won't let you. All through the day, I've seen the Pakistan apologists all day today.
And when he was captured, he said,
I want Gaurav Bhatia to also say something. Gaurav Bhatia. Yes, Gaurav. Gaurav is saying something now. No, I won't. I am proud of Abhinandan from the bottom of my heart. We owe him something. Have some thanks. Say thanks to our warriors. Say thank you. Say thank you 10 times a day.
Of our brave fighter, Abhinandan, will pee in their pants if they...
Yeah, like Mamata Banerjee is going to go and do things right for the country.
And they are questioning the valor of brave Abhinandan. Second, how dare Mamata
Abhinandan, how dare you?
How dare Mamata Banerjee?
How dare you?
Proof of the strikes done by the Indian Air Force. Shame on her. Shame on her and her spokesperson. Third, they say de-escalate. India will de-escalate when we want to de-escalate. When we have got Masood Azhar, when we have got Hafiz Sayyid, when we have punished Sayyid Salahuddin, then we will de-escalate. Not when apologetics like you and stooges like you tell India to de-escalate.
If you have the guts, investigate Adit Doval's son.
Narendra Modi ji today said that the pilot...
Thank you very much, viewers. I'm going to come back on debate number 2 in a few minutes. I thank you for being with me on the debate. I thank you. I'll see you in a few minutes, viewers. See you in a few minutes.